everyone. Hello, beautiful people. Sorry, I don't know why I went so high pitched there. Just a little excited. So, in the previous live, we had painted my homemade paper with the gesso. And while I was mixing my binder to make the paint, I was thinking how I could relate my class project to my work. So it all comes down to creativity being connected to the sacral chakra. So I'm going to start painting and mixing my pigments here. We'll talk more about the sacral chakra as people come in, as people ask questions. Maybe I will tell a few affirmations. But right here, I have my little science lab thing. Being 39, I never thought that I was going to take an chemistry class where it is making stuff like you did like in arts and crafts in middle school or elementary school, but it's more elevated. Like we have to figure out formulas, we have to do a bunch of other things. I can't really think off the top of my head for some reason. I can think off the top of my head. I'm just a little nervous, but I know as soon as we get rolling, things will be fine. But the last time I took a chemistry class was in high school, which was eons ago. So I really don't remember anything. So doing all of these chemistry formulas is wild because I'm just used to applying life to energy. So this is chemistry and sacral chakra stuff. Hello, everybody. I am painting my homemade paper for an assignment because I am currently an art student as well as a holistic practitioner. And I am explaining how my homework is relating to my everyday work. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to make some watercolors. So I have purple. That one is acrylic. So I only have one purple. So I'm going to do a well about almost full, about halfway on my spot plate. Does anybody know what color is associated with the sacral chakra? Anyone in the chat can respond. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mix in this red ore into one of these little wells here to mix my pigments in. So if anybody answered or thought orange, you would be correct. Orange is the color of our sacral chakra. It is the color of creativity. No, I am not a doctor. I am a Reiki master. Um, I am a sound healer, crystal healer. I just do a lot of holistic, um, sorry, I do a lot of holistic energy healing. Um, I was in the dental field, and the dental field has very little to do with energy work, but I was able to bring energy work into my career when I was an assistant. So that is the extent of my medical knowledge. As far as energy, I am certified in multiple modalities. But that was a good question, Beat Productions. Well, I do astrology. I am getting ready to do my predictions for the next month. I used to do them weekly, but I feel like there's a lot more information on a monthly basis because the stars and the planets don't move at all. Stars don't move at all anyways, but it's nice to meet you too. Thank you so much for being here. So this is acrylic paint. So I'm just getting everything set up. I am making a 6-petal lotus flower. That is my inspiration for this project. I'm just getting my paints all set out. Oh, wow, you are a powerful personality, aren't you? Ah, look at how thick this watercolor paint is. And that is why we thin it out with the water. So, Mr. Is it pronounced Sam Raj? Sam Raj? Oh, that's awesome. So your sacral chakra is very, very, I don't like the mixture of that binder, is very balanced. Same Raj, did I pronounce that right? I really don't want to pronounce it wrong. Or can I call you Raj for this stream? So, Raj, where do you get your inspiration for your music? And I have my microphone like right above me. If you could just let me know if I'm like shouting, because sometimes I feel like I am. Himesh, is that the artist's name, or is that a group? Well, you did say Indian singer, so that would imply that it is a single person. Like I said, I'm letting my nerves get the best of me. I appreciate your feedback on that. Hi, Ray. Well, I am so happy to have learned about Himesh, or I hope I pronounced that correctly. I'm gonna have to. I know I watched one of your videos earlier today, or maybe it was yesterday, and I really liked the vibe of it. Where is the scapula? And I'm gonna have to go back and re-listen to it so I can now have a emotional trigger to remember your name next time we interact. Eight years of making music. Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations on 8 years in the industry. That is amazing. Alrighty, so I think my paint is ready. I got kind of like a reddish yellow. Don't need any more egg. So let's test out these colors. So we got this, oh, let's not use, that's a huge brush. Did you make colors from pigments. Oh, that reminds me. I totally forgot to mix the one that I made with alcohol. Back to how you used to make pigments. As you can see, I'm a little all over the place sometimes. Did you mix them with powder, or did you extract them from natural? I've learned so much in this chemistry class that I didn't even think I would need to know how things were made. It really opened up my eyes. That looks like a nice green. Ooh. So I made, this is out of green tea. I wanted to use green tea because green tea is what I drink before I go into my meditations. It helps me relax. It helps me focus. So this is our red one. Ooh, black tea is what I use when I am doing my tea leaf readings. I actually have my little tea pets here with me. I have about 4 different ones. It was interesting but difficult too. That's not really the color I was going for. So let me take some of this color, put it there. I'm trying to get a beautiful orange out of the colors that I have to make out of for this project. It's kind of like a brown. Ooh. I think we found our winner. Behind me is kind of like a birth chart. It has all of the astrological signs. I am going to draw on this. Yes, there is a little butterfly. I was testing out the colors and the types of paints we made. So these were the ones made with natural material. This one was made with the red ore. This was watercolor, and this was acrylic paint. And that is a beautiful orange. I like that. I made it. I did that. Look at that. Definitely. And let's test out this green. Thank you. I have developed a love for drawing. Oh, wow, that's not going to come out at all. That's okay. I'll work with it. I will work with it. Maybe it'll look different on that one because it's different. That's okay. So, creativity, as you just saw, I pivoted there. Before, I would have completely melted down crying because I was unregulated and unbalanced and so many things. So now when mess ups like that just happen, I just say a quick affirmation. I honor my creativity. I let go of perfectionism. If you listen to, yeah, it's kind of like a clear yellow. So, but now let's do the purple. Alrighty. So before we get started, I'm just going to say a few affirmations to help me get into the creative mind space. I honor my emotions. I create with ease. I am safe to express myself. So let's get our angled brush. Deep breaths is actually one of the best ways to help calm the nervous system and to help bring you back into the right headspace. As you can tell, I'm not so bing, bang, bong, boom. I'm still wild and crazy though. I know it's looking like a boat. My intention is for it to be a lotus. But we shall see. It is whatever it turns out to be. And I'm probably going to have to make more of this color. Oh, I'm so in love with that. It is definitely giving me warm vibes. Definitely letting me feel safe to create. It's definitely having that playfulness to it, which is my whole goal, my whole intention. I did not try this one out. Let me see. That did not get rinsed. Some purple accidentally got mixed into that pigment just a little bit, so I'm gonna add some more, and we're gonna oh, that's a decent color. I am so glad that you are learning from me. That is definitely my intention. Is it going to inspire you to go paint later on today or draw? I'm so happy to meet you as well. I think what I'm doing, I should probably use a different brush. Did we ever? Oh, here it is. It's my scapula. Well, sometimes when we get into a creative funk, we can stop doing things like that, creating. And it's not bad to stop creating in one modality, as long as you're creating in another modality of something, and you're doing exactly that by producing your music. Also, if anybody has not checked out Raj's channel, sorry, it's concentrating, Raj's channel, go ahead and take a look at it. Leave some good, positive, honest reviews, because being honest is like a great vibration to be at. You always want to be authentically yourself. You never want to copy anyone. I don't think anyone is going to forget their skills. It's muscle memory at this point, if you've been doing it for so long, just like riding a bike. Once you learn, I feel like you can ride a bike forever until you can't. And let's not forget how healing art is. It can help us process things. It can help us take our minds off of things. And sometimes when you're doing art, it can inspire other things. Thank you. I kind of wish I had a pink. And I think I need to use this green some way, somehow. Let's play with it. Let's see. What if I put it on top of another color? does not come out. And that, this playing with colors is another form of healing your sacral chakra. It, play, joy. It brings joy into your life. And that helps balance your chakra. Woo! That's a great idea. I think I'm going to do that. So, oh no, I have another dropper right here that I got it out for. Look at that. I took a big old whiff of that. I should not have done that. And if not, I'll just restart there. Unfortunately, I don't have white. In my class kit, they gave us yellow ore, red ore, burnt sienna, and purple. And then we had to make our own color. And my green, which came out beautifully. This is just a solvent. I used green tea to incorporate that meditative state into the picture, and we're gonna get it in the picture. We are. We're just gonna mix a different ratio of egg to solvent, binder to solvent, binder. This is what we're using. And see how we're being playful with things? And it's just, I express myself freely. Affirmation after affirmation. That actually looks a lot greener. Can you see? I don't want to spill everything all over everywhere. But there we go. I welcome delight and joy. It's okay. We're good. We're good. We're centered. We're fine. We're not going to fail. We're not going to fail. And I say we're not going to fail is because usually our brains are programmed to go to the worst possible outcome. And I have trained myself, or not trained, but rewired my brain to stop going to the negative automatically. So when any little problem comes up, I'm just like, we're good. So we will see how this comes out. You can actually see it against the white. But I just used the watered down egg and the thick egg tempera. That's what this paint is called that we made. Tempera egg paint. And I'm just going to globbing it to build up that color. I gotta keep an eye on time because I do have a client in a little bit. So I'll have to be hopping off here soon. My intention is to finish my project with you all beautiful people. And since this is a project that is going actually a lot smoother than I thought it would. Now I am going to try to recreate this color right here, which was a mixture of a color that's not on here and the outline. Well, the first thing that we got to do is identify what negative thoughts we have. Once you're able to identify the negative thoughts that you've had, you can start to reword the phrase. I have a perfect example. Last semester, I took a drawing class, and my teacher vividly, passionately believed that everybody could draw. Me, I was very skeptic. And so as the course progressed, I started to realize that my negative thinking was, I can't draw, because that's what I was told when I was a child. And so I relate that to a little bit of childhood trauma, and that can prevent you from progressing on things as well. We're not talking about that. We're talking about changing our mindset. So because I had that initial thought that I couldn't draw because somebody told me that when I was little, something I always believed. 2 weeks into that class, I was telling myself, I can draw. I may not be good at it, but I can draw. I need to practice to get better, but I'm not going to tell myself that I can't do art again. And so that's the main way to change your mindset. And it's, it's hard. And it takes a lot of practice, and it takes a lot of awareness. I think that was too much red, but you know what? I can't go back now. We'll incorporate these two pigments together. Add our binder. it does take a lot of time. And when you think you've mastered it, something else is going to come up and pop its ugly little head out. And it's gonna test you. But when you're tested and you can stop those negative thoughts, you basically have won. We're not going to add too much egg because that was the issue with the green one. So now that is a thick paste. Yeah, it made a pretty decent orange. Or at least for what I was trying to go for. So I was thankful for that. And like, I still have like 6 weeks left of school, and I don't know if I can order this on Amazon and get it sent to me, or if like you have to have like a scientist PhD before it gets sent to you. And the only reason I say that is because when I used to work in the dental field, we were not allowed to order certain items unless there were certain things that needed to be filled out. You had to have like special licenses to order things, and I'm pretty sure you guys are all aware of it. I don't know why I'm speaking all cryptic, because I don't want to misspeak and give wrong information even though I lived through it. That's that imposter syndrome kicking through. Alrighty, so we're gonna hope that this is going to be enough brown. This is me just trying to be frugal, rubbing the stir stick on the paper in the area where I want to put the color. And it's actually, I like the way it's moving over the paper and kind of like burnishing the paint into the flowers. The paper that I'm painting on is flower paper, actually. It has rose petals in it. Let me show you the back. And that was another little way I brought magic into science. Or chemistry. Chemistry is science. Is chemistry science? I don't know. It's science. We're doing science. What are you saying wow about, my friend? Ooh, that even, like, looking up close at it, it even looks different from the painting. I think at this point I'm just showing off that I know how to make paint. Just kidding, I really wanted some more of this yellow. I'm just repeating it so many times so you guys could know how to make paint. I am not giving directions on how to make paint. If you want to make your own paint, there are plenty of other YouTube channels that have a lot more knowledge than my base knowledge of mixing paints. I took this class to help me grow as an individual, because growing as an individual is good. And also I figured learning about the chemical structure of the art products that I'm going to be using was a good idea at the time. Now it's so complicated, and I'm dedicated and committed, and I'm going to do it, and that's all there is to it. I just really do not like how much powder to egg it takes to make an abundance of paint. I only deal with 7 colors. Alright, so now since it's this color and I want to be frugal again, I'm going to put it all right there. Just kind of lightly make what I accidentally painted over a little bit more. It didn't work at all, guys. It didn't work. I should have done this the first time. You live, you learn, you get better. Yes, it was that. All of the liquid had come, that was spread all throughout the wells, and it just sunk down. How do you make silver? I don't know if you guys can see what's going on, but check out the chat if this is posted. I don't know if there's going to be comments from the live stream, but definitely check out the comments if there's any. I really hope that does it like Facebook, where they like post it like in real time. If anybody has any information on that, that would be awesome, because this is like the second time I've streamed. So I am testing to see if that light purple in this well, right here in this little spot between these two dark purples, because I think that's the closest to pink I am going to get. Oh, I am ready for the weather to get so much better so I can go on bike rides. Do you get to bike ride a good majority of the year where you're at? Okay, so I'm now using the red. It's like almost dried out. I didn't think that it would dry that quick. And I'm making more. Whoop. Oh no, it moved. And I know that sometimes looking at something from a distance or even like turned differently, I'm trying to figure out where else to put this color before it completely dries out. Well, right now it is still a little cold, which my husky is completely enjoying. But it kind of keeps me inside unless I absolutely have to leave the house. We are still good on time. And I'm checking the time so much because I do have time blindness. And I don't want to get so enthralled in this that I get interrupted by a phone call saying, hey, your Zoom link's not working. And I'm like, oh, give me a minute. And thankfully, people are very aware that I am human and it doesn't really happen. I had one instance where I was trying to meet with a client and my internet was just not working that day. And that's really like the only issue that would keep me from work. I need to remember that I am... It's okay. We didn't have a disaster. It's okay. We would have had egg. We would have had pigment. We would have had colored water everywhere. Yes. Oh, it wasn't really Zoom not working. It was my internet that day. I live in a very rural, not rural area, but it's between city and country. And we're getting new internet installed out here. So, of course, all the construction with the cables and everything else kind of fuddled with everything. But it was fixed. I guess we're gonna do this all. It's okay. It's not what we planned to make, but it's okay. I am free to express myself. And my expression is valid. And I ran out of pigment paint. Okay. As you can see, that one is very dry. We're done with that one. Do the boat now. So that other watercolor dried and it did not work so well. You too. Take care. I will remember that. I'm going to have to write that down somewhere. Because that sounds like I need that information to be stuck with me about the lights and the shadows. So, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm almost done with my project anyways. I'm running out of ink. I don't. I appreciate all of the help. It's good to learn from other people. It's good to teach other people. Okay, that's this color. I mean, that looks perfect. I don't want to put anything else there in this color. I don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to do that. I am a channel of inspiration. My ideas are valuable, and so therefore, we will add more green to this spot right here. And I actually like the way that we built the color on. Thank you. As I'm mixing up this pigment, I'm like, oh my gosh, this reminds me of foundation. Just like the texture of when it gets like all dried out. Now we're just like one drop at a time so we don't make it too gross and unusable. Oh, you might have heard my puppers. There might be someone here. Oh, yay. So it looks like we're almost done with this painting. You might hear a lot of activity in the background. I do apologize. It looks like we just got some company. So I'm going to actually get this all finished up here. I'm actually pretty happy with the outcome, actually. I know it wasn't what I intended to paint at the beginning, because it was my intention to make a lotus. So I'm gonna fill in the purple and hi. Oh, cool. I'll be out in just a moment. Thank you. That was my husband telling me that we have some unexpected visitors. And so this is exciting because we have family out of town and they like to surprise us every once in a while. So, yay! And I think my... Oh, good. This came out a little darker than what was on there. Maybe it's just like that. And there is our sacral chakra painting. It was a pleasure doing it with you guys. I know it was supposed to be a lotus, but instead it is a fire flame energy with a little bit of wood. Fire is something that is related to passion, so we did stay in the theme of the sacral chakra. So, you guys have a great and blessed day.